It actually felt really good. I don't know if you saw me over there, kind of like, yes, got it. Like, been working, but like he said, there's so much competition everywhere that you can't take a day off because the one day that I take off, you'll have four other people behind me that are earning the spot. So every single day out there on the field is a competition with each other as like we still push each other to be the best we can be.
You were named the Sun Belt Preseason Hitter of the Year. For you, what does that honor mean, and then how does that motivate you going forward into this season?
Yeah, of course it's an honor to get those accomplishments and like be recognized like that, but moving forward, whatever the team needs me to do is what I'm gonna try to do. Whether that's hitting the ball over, hitting the ball like a single every time, putting a bunt down, whatever the team needs to be the most successful is kind of our mindset this year instead of focusing solely on myself and what I accomplish.
How do you foresee not just your role, but the kind of hitter you're going to be? At times you seem like you are a gap hitter and you have the ability to lay down a bunt, and I'm sure your coach, I'm sure he's been pushing you to hit for more power and all that. So how do you foresee your role and the kind of hitter you're going to be this year?
Yeah, so this year we got Keely Milligan, which is a big speed for us. So I think for me, my focus is whoever gets on base in front of me, drive them in or at least move them. So if you have Karen Keely in front of me, then they both get on base. My job is to either score them or get them in scoring position. So he's been working a lot with me on knowing who I am because I do have the capability to be a power hitter and hit more than 3 home runs this year, which is the goal. But whatever, again, the team needs and whatever will help us succeed the best is what I plan to do.
You were incredibly consistent all year last year, and at the end, you kind of ended it in a slump. How did that do for your off season? Like, what did that do for you to motivate for you as an individual in the off season and into January?
Honestly, it kind of just told myself that even when you're tired, you still got to push because I'm really good about hitting like by myself individually and like putting in the extra work. But towards the end of the season, I got, of course, tired and I was like, oh, my body just needs rest instead of like getting those extra reps that I would usually get. So I think for this year, I'm going to try to be more consistent off the field with like putting in the extra work, taking at least 50 to 100 hacks a day, like more than everybody else. So then when regionals does come around, it's not caught by surprise when my body's tired, but can still like do what it needs to do.
Alissa, what did you work on this off season to get better at the plate, in the field, individually?
I worked on mostly power hitting, so like hitting the ball farther and harder, which has kind of been a night and day difference. I don't think I've ever hit the ball this hard in my life since Coach Glasgow has been very working like one-on-one with everybody. And in the field, it's just been like our team, like she said, is super close this year. So instead of having to like focus on mechanics and stuff, our chemistry on the field is completely different. Like I don't even have to talk to Cassidy or Kara about where to be because it's like kind of like we read each other's minds, and just the way that we're all connected on the field is insane.
Alissa, as was asked of Lexi, taking the trip to Illinois, how much did that help the team with closure, and then how much did that help this team even with bonding going into the season?
Well, we did lose a family member, which is what it was, and I think through this experience, it's kind of just taught us that at the end of the day, the ones that are going to have your back are the ones to your right and left. So going to Illinois and going through, it was a trauma. So that traumatic experience and feeling that pain, knowing that your sister's right next to you are feeling it too, kind of brings a sense of comfort because if you know anything about Geri Ann, you know she'd be the one to step up and keep going and push each other to keep going through it. So I think we all kind of recognize that and more of an inspiration to be like Geri Ann, like be the positive, be the light to everybody. So I think that's kind of, we're all on the same page with that and more than we've ever been before.
And so often teams talk about a bond that can't be broken. Does it really feel that way, especially with all that you've been through and all that you've had to support each other through now?
Yeah, nobody really understands. Like we can all sit here and talk about like the pain or whatever, but nobody truly understands that besides the people that do it every day with you for 4+ hours a day. Like the connection you build by feeling the same thing as the person to your right is indescribable because she was a part of us. And even through that, like if we get in trouble and have to run, like stuff like that, nobody feels it besides your teammates. So I think this year now more than ever is a connection that you can't describe because we all feel the same things. We all know everybody's struggling, so we help push each other and keep each other going.
How much is it important for you guys to get off to a good start to
this season with this classic, and how can that propel you the rest of the way?
I think it's really important. Our scrimmages this year have been more intense and like more, how do you say, more real than I think they ever have been. So for this weekend and starting off to a good start, I think it's just going to set the tone for the year, because everybody talks about coming off strong or ending strong, but we're trying to focus on staying strong all season and being that team that teams have to drag tooth and nail to even try to be close to. So I think that's our focus, is just being a tough team and always being out there to compete.
You've been on a championship team before. Maybe how does this team compare, and what do you feel like is the potential of this group?
Talent-wise, I think this team has been probably one of the most talented teams I have ever been a part of. But the thing, again, that makes this team so special is how close our team is, because each year you can say that your team has a connection or y'all are close or nobody knows besides like each other. But more than not, this year has really taught me what that means, knowing that whatever my sister is feeling, I must feel too, or whatever she's going through, I'm going through as well. So we have to help each other get through it. And for potential-wise, I think our opportunities are limitless. Like, there's nothing that can stop us unless we stop ourselves.
Has everything that's been going on pushed back at all, being ready for the start of the season? Or if not, how have you managed to focus on the preparation despite all that?
I think just realizing that what Coach would want and what Geri Ann would want is us to keep going and to do it for her. So when we play, it's no longer about what can we do, like how can I do it? It's more about what would G do? Like how would she come out here and give 100%? So I think that's kind of what we've been focusing on all season. And with Coach, just like, I mean, I can't even imagine what he's going through right now. But the fact that he can still come out to the field every day and give us his all, like we would lay down for him. Like whatever he needs, we'll do.